Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Snow Hill High School commencement exercise for the class of 2021. Please stand for the presentation of our national colors. Gentlemen, please remove your caps. Our national colors are presented by the Snow Hill High School Marine Corps JROTC. Tonight's color guard commander is Cadet Staff Sergeant Jared Alshire. The national anthem is presented by the Snow Hill High School Chorale. Please remain standing as Charlie Gus Blakelock provides our invocation.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. As a boy, I was taught to talk to God like I was talking to a friend. So, if you would please join me, or don't, as if we talk to my friend. Dear God, throughout these trying times, you have been by our side. While we have struggled, you were there for us. In times of need, you were our guiding light. So I ask now, in our time of greatest need, that you may bless us, that we may know that you will always be there for us as we journey into the unknown. That you bless us as we journey into the adult world. Help us to choose your path in all that we do. God, thank you for watching over us. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, amen. You may be seated.
At this time, I would invite honor graduates from the class of 2021 to provide remarks on behalf of their class. The welcome address will be provided by Maisie Brinker, followed by the tribute to the parents by Kendall Gould, and a tribute to the class of 2021 by Riley Leonard. National Honor Society Vice President Charles Townsend II will introduce our Old Home Prize winner. Students, please come forward in that order.
Good evening, everyone. Today I stand before you here to welcome my fellow classmates, family, friends, administrators, teachers, board members, and honored guests to the Snow Hill High School Class of 2021 commencement. I would like to take a minute to say thank you to every person here today for attending. Thank you. I am Maisie Brinker, one of the students in this great class, and I am honored to have the opportunity to speak with all of you today. I have attended Snow Hill schools all my life and have grown up with many of my classmates from pre-K. We are so fortunate to have such a small and supportive community that these graduates here with me today have become my family members. Speaking on behalf of the class, I may be so bold to say we are grateful for all the time and effort everyone here has put into getting us to where we are today and where we are going tomorrow. Now you may be wondering, who is the class of 2021? Who have we really come to celebrate and honor today? Our elementary school teachers may tell you that we are sweet and innocent children, but our middle school teachers, now they have a different story. If you were to ask someone from the middle school, they would most likely tell you we were troublemakers, the grade that reformed the school rules. From sitting down in the hallways to making noises anywhere we went, or all raising our hands at lunch, we did it all. The most important thing was we all went down together. What our high school teachers may tell you, or any of our teachers for that matter, is that the class of 2021 does everything simultaneously. It does not matter if that action is the right or wrong one. As we got to high school and grew older, our pranks became fewer and further, but our grade will forever be remembered for our unity. We were able to put our teamwork into play for the better as we have planned different activities, dealt with unexpected situations, and have worked together for many honorable causes. One thing is for sure, our class will forever have each other's backs. I hope that each one of my classmates can take this with them after our graduation today and use this sense of camaraderie in their everyday lives, whether it be in college or in their future careers. As American poet Maddie Smotex once said, "Unity is strength. When there is teamwork and collaboration, wonderful things can be achieved." Over the years, the class of 2021 have grown from spirited class clowns to successful young adults. I cannot wait to see what my fellow classmates will accomplish in their lives. After seeing what all of us together can do, I know we will all go on to do great things. In this regard, let's not forget we are here to celebrate the graduation of the class of 2021, who have never given up and persevered through all the challenges thrown at us in such a short amount of time. We are outstanding and unforgettable class. We will forever be Snow Hill Eagles who will always soar higher. So tonight, we extend that unity, that togetherness that has defined the Snow Hill High School class of 2021 to everyone here. Once again, I welcome you to the graduation ceremony for the class of 2021. Thank you and enjoy the ceremony.
Hi, my name is Kendall Gould, and I'll be speaking to the parents tonight. I'm not gonna lie, it took me a long time to start this speech. It wasn't that I couldn't think of how I felt or what to say, but that I had too much I wanted to say and didn't know where to start. Because let's be honest, guys, our parents are pretty amazing, so let's give them a big round of applause. I think the best way to start is with a simple thank you. So, to every single parent and guardian here, on behalf of your precious angel children, I'm saying a big thank you. The constant support you've given us over the years, whether it be by feeding us, making sure we're going to school, simply giving us a place to live, or, in the case of my mom, winning a Best Parent Award by the state of Maryland. No, really. And she's paying me to mention this, guys. Don't judge. I have to pay for college somehow. I'll take cash or Venmo, Mom. Anyways, these are the reasons for our success today. I wouldn't be here if it weren't for my mom and dad's never-ending support, and I know my classmates feel the same way about their parents. But of course, a simple thank you will never accurately describe the sense of gratitude we have for our parents. You are the unaccredited superheroes of the world, doing the most difficult and not always rewarding work, raising us. I'm sure that everyone can agree that turning us into a group of respectable young adults was at times the equivalent to fighting off supervillains, which we could definitely be if we put our minds to it. But thanks to the financial, emotional, physical, and financial support of our parents, I feel like financial deserves to be mentioned twice. We've been steered in the right direction, we're graduating, and we're moving forward to make a positive impact in our world. Mom and Dad, I'm going to miss all of the good times we've had together. I want you to know that I love you endlessly and deeply appreciate all that you do for me. I know I'm going to spend as much time as I can this summer soaking up our last moments together, because as my dad stresses all the time, I need to move out as soon as possible. But I know that's just his way of saying he loves me and that he wants me to stay forever. Right, Dad? Anyways, I urge my classmates and all parents to do the same this summer. Enjoy your time together, because life is about to start moving quickly, and who knows where it'll take us. Wherever we end up, though, we can always rest easy knowing our parents will be there for us. I started with a thank you, and I'm going to end with another one. The parents of the class of 2021 are the real reason we're on this stage today. You've done just as much, if not more work than we have to get us to this point. So, from the bottom of our hearts, the class of 2021 would like to give our parents a big thank you.
First and foremost, I'd like to thank the Worcester County Board of Education, including the central office, and especially Mr. Superintendent, Mr. Lou Taylor, for making this school year possible. Thank you to the Snow Hill High School administration, faculty, parents, and most importantly, the Snow Hill graduating class of 2021. It is an honor and privilege to be standing on this stage at an in-person graduation. Little did we know the battle against COVID-19 would extend this far into our last year of high school. But because of our resilience, determination, and support of each other throughout it all, we have been successful during the most trying of times. The class of 2021 has undoubtedly proven our ability to change and adapt to any given situation. My name is Riley Leonard, and I moved to Snow Hill in the 7th grade during those awkward middle school years. And we all know that time period can be a challenge. I was so nervous about starting over and making new friends, but when I walked through the door at Miss Pasalakwa's classroom at Snow Hill Middle School, I was instantly welcomed by a class full of students who all had huge smiles on their faces. Aaron, I remember your outgoing personality, and you were the first person to introduce themselves to me, and I'd like to thank you again for that. Members of the class started to introduce themselves to me and accepted me as if I've been there for years. And to be entirely honest, I was confused. Many of you have been together since the beginning of your education at Snow Hill Christian Nursery. I remember thinking, why would anybody include an outsider? But that was just the amazing environment that's always been prevalent here in Snow Hill schools. And I am very proud to be a part of it now, contributing those same feelings into others. While being the high-performing class we are known to having a reputation. Thinking back, I'm sure we all have many memories of just how difficult we made it on our teachers, administrators, and sometimes each other. And I think Mr. Avanci can attest to that. In middle school, when Charles and Darius, often the masterminds behind our shenanigans, would yell, "Andy's coming," from Toy Story, and we would all fall on the ground like the toys in the movie. We've matured somewhat in high school, but we've continued to have fun as a class, especially during our high school pep rallies, Christmas parades, and football games. Throughout the many memories and laughs we've created, we've also taken the time to mature, even if we do not want to admit it. Imagine where we'll be in 5 years, or how about 10 years for that matter. We will have careers, or some of us may be exploring graduate opportunities. I can see Lexani and Amelia coming back to Snow Hill and teaching mathematics and inspiring the next generation of STEM students. Some of us may be in the military protecting our freedom. And I can see Kendall mastering several new languages and working for the United Nations. Ultimately, it is important to remember the foundation built at Snow Hill High School, going back to our school motto, "Remember to soar," in scholarship, ownership, achievement, and respect. As soon as we walk across this stage tonight, a new chapter of our story is about to begin. No matter if you stay in the town of Snow Hill or you move across the country, we're going to face new challenges, and I know we will overcome them because our preparation we've had here at Snow Hill High School. Country singer Jim Dean once said, "I can't change the direction of the wind, but I can adjust my sails to always reach my destination." We don't know exactly what our futures may hold, but given our experiences at Snow Hill High School and our ability to adjust to seemingly everything, we will surely be successful. Thank you to my fellow classmates for making mine and each other's high school experience one to remember. And remember, once an eagle, always an eagle.
Good evening. My name is Charles Townsend II, and I'm the Vice President of the National Honor Society. In 1912, John S. McMaster created the Old Home Prize with the intention of encouraging students to write about the rich cultural history and heritage of the Eastern Shore. Mr. McMaster was an accomplished teacher and lawyer who was born and raised in Pocomoke and spent his childhood in the Worcester County area. While eventually relocating to New Jersey as an adult, he never relinquished his love for the shore and created the Old Home Prize as an appreciatory gesture. At commencement each year, one graduating senior is given the honor of receiving this award. This graduating senior must be recognized as summa cum laude, and he or she is chosen for the number and extent of extracurricular activities. The recipient of the award must then present an original essay on the topic related to the history of the Eastern Shore. The 2021 recipient has been an honorable student throughout all 4 years of high school and received the Paul M. Jones Award for achieving straight A's from freshman year until now. She is a member of the National Honor Society, National Beta Club, and Students Against Destructive Decisions. She is a 2-time regional pole vaulting champion and has played key roles in the theater program for 4 years. She was accepted into all 25 schools she applied to, and of this bountiful list, she has chosen to attend the University of North Carolina, Greensboro, and major in musical theory. It is my pleasure to introduce tonight's 64th Old Home Prize recipient, Erin Lambertson. Following the Old Home Prize speech, Erin will provide a musical selection entitled "Astonishing" from the musical Little Women.
Good evening, everyone. Parents, friends, faculty, and grandparents. Hi, Grummy and Pop-Up. I am honored to be speaking as the recipient of the Old Home Prize tonight. When presented with the prompt of the speech, I wasn't quite sure what I should write about. It said, "Write about a part of history of the Eastern Shore and what it means to you." Well, I didn't have any Snow Hill legends passed down through my ancestor to tell, or some inspirational biography about someone from the Eastern Shore who made it big time that I could recite. I decided to ask around, hoping someone close to me might have a story to tell. I went to Down Under and ordered milkshakes with my best friend, Leia. We sat at the wooden booths, and our conversation drifted to the exciting life that we start this August. I asked my friends, Lucy and Brandon, what they thought I should write about while we paddleboarded along the Pocomoke River. I saw Main Street as we floated by, and the local businesses gleamed back at me in all their glory. Surrounded by wonderful architecture and beautiful scenery, I did something I had scarcely done all year: appreciate the town I live in. With exams and college applications, I hadn't looked up from my computer in about 8 months. I was so busy preparing to move on from this town that I forgot to appreciate what I have and the people around me. Sure, it's cool to win prizes for doing the most extracurriculars, but a life without appreciation is a life without happiness. It is the connections around us that define who we are. I won't remember what classes I took or how I did on the tests, but I will remember laughing with Mr. Trout after he fell out of his chair, playing Minecraft with Mr. Donaway, and moments like sitting under the pavilion at Sturgis with the tennis team. I won't remember what songs we did for parades or if I messed up on the routines, but I will remember the smiling faces of my friends as they watched us perform. Small moments of these appreciations are far more valuable to me than any certificate or grade point average I have earned. As someone who does an abundance of extracurriculars, I know it's easy to get caught up in dates and schedules while trying to achieve a goal. I've struggled with pacing myself and knowing my limits. Sometimes I'm so focused on an objective, I forget to thank the people who have helped me along the way. So, as a lesson well learned to the class of 2021, don't forget to thank the parents and teachers while you still have their advice to turn to. Do not take for granted the small town life you want to leave or the people you grew up with. It's amazing how such a small town has been able to help our class grow as individuals. Supported by the community, we have been given the opportunity to put our dreams into practice by doing internships with various local businesses and organizations in town. I may not know the entire history of Snow Hill, but I do know that because of the opportunities a small town has provided us, we are beginning to make a legacy of our own. We have come a long way throughout these 4 years. As freshmen, we went to our first high school homecoming. We danced with people we had never seen before to songs we did not know. We experienced our first football game, first parade, first pep rally, first everything. Sophomore year provided experience and maturity. Junior year, we faced our hardest academic challenges and fought off the temptations of procrastination. And now we have traded place with the seniors we once looked up to. We have finished our AP classes, and the senioritis we developed junior year is finally dwindling. We've done thousands of hours of community service and inhaled an unhealthy amount of glitter during parade seasons. We have broken athletic records and collectively realized we are the funniest Snow Hill class in the entire history. Now we face the other side of high school where adult life begins. We have a chance to accomplish our goals and quote-unquote soar into our futures. As we drift away from our small town, we will always remember the memories and friends we have made here. Being successful after high school can look different for everyone, but we will never forget the people who have consistently showed us kindness. To the parents, thank you for your everlasting support and being a shoulder to cry on. To the teachers, thank you for creating a second home at Snow Hill and allowing us to confide in you when needed. To the community of Snow Hill, thank you for creating a place where we can become our own persons. Thank you, Class of 21, for the amazing 4 years. I wish you nothing but the best in your future endeavors. Thank you.
This place, all I'd ever need. Now nothing feels the way it was before, and I don't know how to proceed. I only know I'm meant for something more. I've got to know if I can be astonishing. There's a life that I am meant to lead. Like nothing I have known, I can feel it, and it's far from here. I've got to find it on my own. Even now I feel its heat upon my skin, a life of passion that pulls me from within, a life that I am aching to begin. There must be somewhere I can be astonishing, astonishing. I'll find day. Here I go, and there's no turning back. My great adventure has begun. I may be small, but I've got giant plans to shine as brightly as the sun. I will blaze until I find my time and place. I will be fearless, surrendering modesty and grace. I will not disappear without a trace. I'll shout and start a riot, be anything but quiet. Class of 21 will be astonishing, astonishing, astonishing. At last, last, at last.
Thank you, Aaron, for reminding us of all the things that we love about the Eastern Shore and our Snow Hill community. And also thank you for sharing that beautiful rendition of Astonishing. At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce the Superintendent of Worcester County Public Schools. Mr. Lewis H. Taylor is a proud Worcester County Public School graduate. Mr. Taylor has been a part of our school system for 37 years, with 32 of those years serving in a leadership capacity. From his establishment of the Worcester County Education Foundation to his involvement with many local charitable and service organizations, Mr. Taylor is a dedicated public servant, and we are fortunate to have him guiding us through what have often been turbulent times. So without further ado, it is my pleasure to welcome Superintendent of Worcester County Public Schools, Mr. Lewis H. Taylor. Following Mr. Taylor's remarks, Jasmine Price, Senior Class President, will introduce our keynote speaker for the evening. Mr. Taylor.
Thank you, Dr. Purvis, for that very kind introduction. Good evening, class of 2021. I am so very proud to be with you tonight as we celebrate your incredible achievement. Now, as I sat down to write out my graduation address to you, I kept finding myself drawn time and time again to what it must feel like to sit in your shoes tonight. I'm sure that right now many of you are feeling a range of emotions: joy and excitement, the sadness of a bittersweet end to your time in high school, and I'm sure an overwhelming sense of relief is permeating through the crowd here tonight as well. Each one of you have had dreams of what your senior year would be. And no matter how fantastical those dreams may have been, I know none of them included a global pandemic, a continuous cycle of social disruption, or having to develop endless patience for your teachers and classmates as they forgot at times to unmute or couldn't get screen sharing to even work. But this is the hand you have been dealt. That you made it here together tonight, in person, no less, is worth celebrating. They deserve a round of applause. Class of 2021, you have survived 4 long, inspiring, challenging, tiring, exciting, and ultimately rewarding years as a Snow Hill High School student. You persevered until you overcame those barriers standing in your path to make your way here tonight. So I hope you will take a moment right now and exhale that sigh of relief because you have made it across the finish line. You're on the other side now, and I am incredibly so proud of each and every one of you. Now, as I do for every graduating class, I'd like to leave you with just a few pieces of parting advice. First, I hope you will look around at the loving faces of your family and friends who have supported you along your journey and make a commitment to yourself to hold them close. This year has taught us all how fleeting and ever-changing life can be. So don't waste those little precious moments with your loved ones. These seemingly small moments are what kept our connections to one another alive. You'll find these connections will keep you grounded when you need it, will give you the boost or lift you need during times when you feel extremely low. And above all, you will remain encircled in the love of those around you, especially your family. Second, I hope you will take these lessons, or those lessons you have learned here in our halls with you and embrace the next chapter of your life without fear. You have proven time and time again that you can overcome any obstacle in your path. Your sitting here tonight is a demonstration of just that. So be confident in yourself, your talents and abilities, and live your life fearlessly. Lastly, I know this past year and its challenges have left an incredible mark on each one of us. As we contemplate our return to normal, I am drawn to a quote I saw recently, and while I can't remember it exactly, it went something like this. In our rush to return to normal, let's use this time right now to decide which parts of normal are worth our rushing back to. Perhaps during this pandemic, you have grown and matured in ways during this past year that you never thought possible until you were faced with these extreme circumstances. Perhaps time apart meant you purposely went out of your way to try and deepen your connections to your friends and your family. And perhaps you realized that you not only could spend time alone with your thoughts, your art, or in other moments of quiet reflection, but you sometimes enjoyed it. This is a time for you as graduates and for all of us as a whole to embrace this time as a reset. So take this incredible moment in time that we have found ourselves in and use it to decide who you want to be as you move forward. With that, I close by wishing you all congratulations on all of your esteemed accomplishments. You have made all of us so very, very proud. And I have no doubt that you will continue to do so. I wish you all the best on these next steps in your journey, wherever they may take you. And I look forward to seeing how this class may shape our community and our world beyond. May God bless each one of you, and may God bless the class of 2021. Thank you.
Good evening. My name is Jasmine Price, and I am the president of Snow Hill High School Student Government Association. The man that I'm introducing to you all has been one of the many influential people that I have had the honor to meet in my 18 years of life. He demonstrates strength, integrity, and nobleness. As a student in the 7th grade class, I was beginning to grow into a better version of myself. This teacher sacrificed his valuable time to create different ways to engage his students, which the word engage may be an understatement. Whether it be rapping to us on the first day of school or dissecting chicken for a lab, he always had this certain energy that made us excited for his class. It was marked, for many of us, as a science class we would remember for years. As mentioned before, our class could be challenging, but our speaker here today used these challenges to his advantage. With many of us being 12-year-old comedians, he never let that hinder his teaching abilities. I remember vividly, on a random school day, he expressed to me that he was proud of how mature I'd become, including the many accomplishments that I worked hard for. And that meant everything and more. He is a science teacher with 30 years' experience in the field of education. He has taught in Maine, Chicago, New Orleans, Oregon, Southern California, Miami, and best of all, Worcester County, Maryland. He holds a bachelor's degree in education from the University of Maine and a master's degree in educational leadership from Florida International University. He is the Political Action Committee Chairman for Worcester County Teachers Association. He shares his passion for science and for life to bring out the best in his students and inspire them to unlock their true potential. And for that, we are all truly grateful. He is happily married to fellow teacher Saudi Evansky and is the proud father of his 2 sons, Paul and John Evansky. I was glad to hear that this extraordinary man was astounded to speak in regard to my class, and I hope he is proud of every single one of us. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to introduce to you Mr. Everett Evansky.
All right, how's everybody doing tonight? Come on, you can do better than that. Come on, this is graduations. This is like a once-in-a-lifetime experience for these guys. All right, it's nice to be back in Snow Hill. Thank you. I can honestly say that I am humbled to be here. Thank you, Jasmine. You caught me off guard with that. That was, you're killing me. Thank you, Ms. Purvis, for inviting me. This means a lot. Before I address the graduates, I'm going to need your help to help me honor several groups of people. And first of all, our families. Schools are the bedrock of this community. We invest in schools today because we will all face challenges tomorrow. This year, we were reminded that our schools will always be worth your investment. So on behalf of every educator in Worcester County, I would like to say thank you. Thank you for your support. Next, please help me thank every member of our Worcester County Public School staff, and this is where I'm going to need your help, because I mean everyone here. I mean every single bus driver, including and especially Mr. Danny Hudson. Come on, come on. I want him to hear it. I want every cafeteria staff. Thank you. I want everyone in our offices. Keisha right there. Thank you. All of our facility staff. Come on, thank you. I want them to hear us, okay? Every school safety officer. Thank you very much for your service. Every single nurse, every custodian. Mr. Charles right there. Thank you. You guys should be very proud of that kid. He's a great guy. Every computer technician, thank you. Every educational assistant, every media specialist, psychologist, every speech pathologist, thank you. Every counselor and coach and CRT, every administrator, Mr. Hamborski right there, thanks, man. Woo! Every district supervisor, thank you. Every member of our district leadership team, thank you very much. And every member of our Board of Education, thank you. Thank you for everything that you have done to get these kids here. Thank you. And most of all, right now, I want to thank my fellow teachers. Thank you. We all stepped up to the plate, we all stepped up to the challenge, and most importantly, we all kept our students safe. So, to each and every single one of you, and I know most of you personally over there, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate it. Now, finally, I would like to thank our superintendent, Mr. Lou Taylor. More than anyone, Mr. Taylor bore the weight of this past year. I stand here today to testify that Mr. Taylor did everything in his power to protect his people. He did not run. He did not wither. He did not shy away from difficult decisions. He pulled us all through the darkest days. And here we are, ready to honor the class of 2021. So, Mr. Taylor, I know that I speak for everyone here tonight when I say that we all appreciate everything that you have done to help these young men and women get here safely. Thank you. And so now we turn our attention to the graduates. Against all odds, you persisted. You persevered. You paid your dues. You earned your right to be in that chair that you sit, and you have earned your right to walk across this stage. You have earned our respect. You invited a science teacher. So tonight, I'm going to get my geek on. And yes, I will assign homework. At Decatur, I teach physical science, matter and energy, basically stuff and the power to move stuff. When we look at stuff, we ask, what is all of this stuff made of? Well, atoms are made of protons, neutrons, and electrons. Protons and neutrons are made of quarks, and then there's a whole bunch of particles that are even way smaller than that. But then the obvious question becomes, what is all of that stuff made of? The deeper we dig, the more elusive the answers actually are. And tonight, two big questions face you. What are you made of? And where will you go from here? Let me give you some things to ponder. Life is going to test you. Life is going to challenge you. Life is going to push you down. What you are made of will determine, in part, how you get through the hardships of your life. You are not just stuff, not just molecules, not just atoms, because remember, those pictures that we draw in textbooks, those are just cartoons. What you are really made of is so much more powerful. In reality, everything in you is made of energy. When we drill down to the smallest parts of matter, it would appear that what we find is not actually stuff, but tiny little circular bands or strings of energy vibrating around multiple dimensions hidden deep inside our visible reality. There is way more to you than even you realize. Everything that you think of as stuff is actually energy, and energy is, by definition, the ability to move things, the ability to change things, to change your location, to change your position, to change your circumstances, and yes, indeed, to change the very composition of people, places, and things. What are you made of? You are energy. You are power. By definition, you are a force with which to be reckoned. So now for your next question. Where will you go from here? Only you can answer that. Nothing in life is guaranteed, but one fact is certain. The forces inside of you are exponentially stronger than gravity, which means the things in life trying to weigh you down or slow your trajectory are simply no match for you. The atoms that make you were forged in stars, and you possess their power. You have the power to move mountains and shine brighter than the sun. You can do anything so long as you invest the time to get there and commit the full force of your soul to accomplishing that endeavor. Once you unlock your potential, you will be unbeatable. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is your homework. Unlock your potential. Your homework is to go forth and make the most of your life. Do not waste a moment. Use your energy to do your best and be your best. Take risks and try new things and travel. For God's sakes, travel. There are places out there that will blow your mind. Your homework is to see as much of this beautiful, vibrant, spectacular planet as possible. Read. Your homework is to read. Read everything. Read words. Read books. Read stories and songs and people and old buildings and the rings inside of trees and flowing rivers and the wind as it moves across your skin. Read maps and find the names of towns and cities and mountain ranges you have never heard of before, and then go there. Go to all of those places. Read old photographs and the names of everyone in your bloodline. All those people are alive within you, and their stories shall give you strength. You will need their strength and their wisdom, because the labor of your life will not be easy. You will stumble. You will fall. You will make errors in judgment. But if you dig deep and unlock your potential, you will persist and persevere and become a better, stronger, kinder, more understanding, more patient person. So each night, read the stars shining above you and know their light has traveled very far to finally reach your eyes. That is your homework. Unlock your potential. Search your soul and see how much potential you actually possess. Use your energy to better understand the universe. Use your energy to create love. Use every ounce of your energy to make the most of this beautiful life that you have been given. Unlock your potential. Congratulations, ladies and gentlemen. You did it. You made it to your high school graduation. Look around you. Savor this moment. This is a milestone you will never forget. As you grow older, the details of this speech will blur. The specifics of what I have said will fade, but mark these words. You will always remember being here, and you will always remember that you have earned your right to be counted amongst these ranks, and no one can ever take that away from you. You did it, ladies and gentlemen. Congratulations.
Mr. Evansky, on behalf of the class of 2021, we want to thank you so much for those inspiring words and reminding our students to be able to unlock their potential. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
At this time, I'd like to take this opportunity to recognize and thank our special guests for attending tonight's ceremony. As I call your name, please stand and be recognized. Audience, please hold your applause until all names are called. Joining us this evening from Worcester County's Board of Education, Eric Cropper Sr., President, Dr. John Andes, William Buchanan, William Gordy, Donald Smack Sr. Thank you. We're excited to have our elected official this evening, our mayor-elect from the town of Snow Hill, Dr. Jennifer Jewell. Joining us from Worcester County's central office, once again, Superintendent of Schools, Mr. Lewis H. Taylor, Chief Safety and Human Relations Officer, Dr. Dwayne Apt, Chief Academic Officer, Grade K through 8, Ms. Denise Shorts, Chief Financial Officer, Mr. Vincent Tolbert, Chief Operating and Academic Officer, grades 9 through 12, Dr. Annette Wallace, Public Relations Officer, Ms. Carrie Steers. Thank you. Also joining us tonight, administrators from other Worcester County Public Schools. From Worcester Technical High School, Principal Mr. Tom Zimmer, Assistant Principal Dr. Brian Phillips, also Principal of Pocomoke High School, Mrs. Jennifer Rain, and Vice Principal of Snow Hill Elementary School, Mrs. Erica Matlock. Thank you all. Joining us from Snow Hill High School, as your names are called, please stand and be recognized. Audience, please hold your applause until all names are called. Assistant Principal, Joshua Hamborski. Assistant Principal, Dr. Scott Tingle. Rebecca Benson. Nasa Brown. Keith Donaway. Erica Esworthy. Monica Forrester. Timothy Gebhardt. David Hall. Michelle Cosin, Todd Lampman, Pam Lauer, Tracy Record, Tracy Riley, Jessica Savage, Natalia Silikova, Brenda Short, Tanika Shockley, Ryan Severson, Verdell Shaw, Ashley Strebe, Tara Threadgill, Brittany Tigner, Nick Troud, Matthew Wallace, Susan Wallace, J.R. Ward, Sharon White, Paula Witt, Rose Zollinger. Thank you so much, faculty and staff of Snow Hill High School. Okay. Also, our JRTC staff, Master Gunnery Sergeant Meekins and Gunnery Sergeant Towns. Thank you. At this time, I'd like to recognize students in the class of 2021 that are ranked in the top 5% of their graduating class. Students, please stand as your names are called. Audience, please hold your applause until all names are called. Leah Donaway, Kendall Gould, Aaron Lambertson, Riley Mose, Jessica Yankalunas. Thank you. The Worcester County Certificate of Merit is awarded to students who go above and beyond the minimum requirements for a high school diploma and maintain academic excellence. Requirements for the Certificate of Merit include passing all state assessments in addition to the following coursework: 28 credits, 4 credits in English, 4 in social studies, 4 in science, 4 in mathematics, 3 in world language, 6 electives, 1 fine art, health, PE, and family life, 1 credit of technology education. These students must also maintain at least a 3.0 grade point average. These students are Leah Donaway, Michaela Fetters, Brandon Ginn, Aaron Lambertson, Riley Mose, Miles Moore, Charles Townsend II, Jerry Velasquez Arriaga. Thank you. Excelling in scholarship, leadership, service, and character are the graduating members of the Snow Hill High School chapter of the National Honor Society. At this time, would those graduates stand and be recognized? Thank you. Promoting the ideals of achievement, character, and leadership are the standards for which the National Beta Club are founded. Would the members of the National Beta Club please stand? Thank you. Thank you. One of the highest honors for a technical high school student is achieving membership in the National Technical Honor Society. Would these graduates please stand and be recognized? Thank you. Inspiring a keen interest, enjoyment, and strong scholarship in mathematics, would the members of Mu Alpha Theta please stand? Thank you. Worcester County Public School uses a 3-tiered system for recognizing the academic accomplishments of our top-performing seniors. Based on a weighted grade point average, students can achieve the status of cum laude, magna cum laude, and summa cum laude. The grade point averages used in this recognition are calculated with grades in 5 core areas: English, science, mathematics, social studies, world languages, and advanced placement classes. Summa cum laude recognizes those students who have achieved a grade point average of 4.05 and above. Magna cum laude recognizes those students who have achieved a grade point average of 3.90 to 4.04. And cum laude recognizes those students who have achieved a grade point average of 3.80 to 3.89. This year, we have students being recognized for achieving magna cum laude and summa cum laude. Students, as your names are called, please stand. Audience, please hold your applause until all names have been called. Achieving the honor of magna cum laude, Riley Leonard, Charles Townsend II. Thank you. Achieving the honor of summa cum laude, Charlie Gus Blakelock, Maisie Brinker, Leah Donaway, Kendall Gould, Ashley Hare, Amelia Jacobs, Mara Jones Broyles, Aaron Lambertson, Riley Mose, Jessica Yankalunas. Thank you. Over the course of this year and over the last 4 years, this outstanding group of students have accomplished many significant things. Tonight, I would like to highlight some of the many accomplishments within this class of students. Students, please stand if this statement applies to you. Within this class, we have 4 students who will be serving their country in the armed forces. Within this class, we have 16 future teachers. Thank you. Within this class, we have 18 students that have received certifications in trades at Worcester Technical High School. Within this class, we have 1 student who completed the pre-engineering program at Worcester Technical High School. Within this class, we have 1 2-time state champion in indoor track. Within this class, we have 1 student that won $40,000 in the College Board Opportunity Scholarship. Within this class, we have 4 students who are certified nursing assistants. Within this class, we have 1 student who has achieved perfect attendance throughout his 13 years in Worcester County Public Schools. Within this class, we have 2 students who have completed 7 AP classes during high school, including 4 during their senior year. Within this class, we have 3 students who will be participating in athletics at the collegiate level. And within this class, we have 4 seniors that are active members of their local fire departments. Thank you. This graduating class has been offered over $2.5 million in merit-based scholarships. Class of 2021, continue to soar like the eagles you are. As we prepare to distribute diplomas, I invite Worcester County Board of Education President Eric Cropper Sr. and Superintendent of Worcester County Public Schools, Mr. Lewis Taylor, and Mr. Evansky to join me at the front of the stage. Mr. Cropper and members of the Worcester County Board of Education, as principal of Snow Hill High School, it is my pleasure to certify that these students have met and exceeded the Maryland state requirements to receive a high school diploma. Parents and guests, graduation from high school is truly a momentous occasion for our students, their families, and friends. In preserving the dignity and respect of this formal event, we ask that you please remain in your seat and refrain from shouting out names. We realize that the excitement is high. However, we want each of our graduates to have their names heard and recognized with pride, dignity, and respect. We appreciate your cooperation with this request.
Charlie Gus Blakelock. Maisie Ann Brinker. Leah Ree Donaway. Kendall Neva Radiance Gold. Ashley Nicole Hare. Amelia Nicole Jacobs. Mara Kathleen Jones Broyles. Aaron Grace Lambertson.
Riley May Mose. Jessica Lynn Yankalunas. Riley Grace Leonard. Charles Edward Townsend II. Gia Elizabeth Boyer. Vincent Anthony Krupe. Clayton Isaac Gaskill. Brianna Nicole Odegaard. Hunter Ryan Powell. Guy Ellis Spiker.
Deasia Lene Waters. Samantha Lynn Wells. Emily Marie Bell. Kristen Elizabeth Braun. Jacob Ryan Brown. Sincere Cedric Dennis. Ezekiel Edward Dennis. Miles Julian Moore. Jasmine Monique Price. Crystal Selena Redden. Theo Rivaldo Velasquez Arriaga. Greta Olivia Werner. Nicole Renee Watson.
Shaquan Kenneth Lamont Williams. Lexani Autumn Fletcher. Jakai Jaheem Blunt. Trevor David Hudson. Danish Asan. Ashley Valentina Alvarez. Michael Craig Arnold. Ira O'Neill Bain. Christopher Thomas Bowman. Gabriel Timothy Kusar Jr. Dale Lee Kraft Jr. Darius Gerard Dale.
Nasir Ronell Davis. Robin Marie Dunn. Jacob Samuel Feldman. Caroline Mackenzie Ferguson. Michaela Jaden Fetters. Brandon Lawrence Ginn. Skylar Wayne Hadell. Deshaun Lee Hall Jr. Megan Joan Hardy. Samuel James Heimer. Austin Christian Hicks. Madison Paige Holston. Ashley Pearl Kuskavich.
Dylan Ethan Jones. Chase Richard Lambertson. Jacob Christopher Lehman. Corona Sue Morosic. Kaylin Virginia Mollican. Evan Dakota Mumford. Zachary Charles Knock. LeBrian Jaheim Pitts. Jayla Eliza Onye Purnell. Shaisha Lene Purnell. Devin Michael Rosé.
Keegan James Stever. Jacob Jones Taylor. Craig Andrew Upshur Jr. Aiden Jackson Von Gravenitz. Peyton Norman Wallace. Ryan John Walston. Jamie Marie Willing. Jessica Jane Wilson. Jacob Matthew Devan. Trenton Neek Hable. Alan Michael Wise.
Once again, congratulations to the class of 2021. Graduates, to confer your receipt of a high school diploma, please move your tassel from the right side of your cap to the left side of your cap. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the Snow Hill High School class of 2021. Parents and guests, please stand. Please allow our special guests and graduates to exit the stadium first. Thank you all so much for joining us for this outstanding evening. God bless each and every one of you.
We the best music. Another one. DJ Khaled.
Stayed down till I came up. I did it, I did it, I did it. Stand towards and never changed up. I did it, I did it, I did it. Got my hands in the air right now, cause I just wanna be here right now. I did it, 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 I did it.
Take it out, being over, let me see it. If you're looking for a true type, let me be it. I'm from the south, never had a handout. Before I let my people starve, I'll take it out your mouth. So quick to switch up. I'm from the Lone Star, I don't need to click up. It ain't directed, so it ain't respected. Stop dropping clues, cause I ain't no detective. I'm trying to win. Don't care how I do it, just know that I did it. Why you so worried about what I be doing? Counting my money ain't making you rich. Talking down on me don't make you the. How my name in your mouth more than your spit. I really encourage my haters to talk. Throwing that shade only keeping me lit.
Stayed down till I came up. I did it, I did it, I did it. Stand towards and never changed up. I did it, I did it, I did it. Got my hands in the air right now, cause I just wanna be here right now. I did it, 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 I did it.
Hey, God damn it, I get it. They don't like to see when we win, but I did it. Hey, I step on my city. Chopsticks sound like a guitar in the air. Stop and take a picture when I'm jumping off a leer. I didn't run it up, it only took a couple years. The money be calling if it wasn't for my little partner. They be talking about I wouldn't even hear. New sports car, go zoom, switch gears. Hey, how you goddamn come here? Thought of going vegan, then again, I'm like, for what I got 10 carrots each in my living right here. 21 Tesla, I don't even gotta steer my climax. I ain't even nowhere near it. I stayed down and I stayed down and I came up. I had faith in my spirit.
Stayed down till I came up. I did it, I did it, I did it. Stand towards and never changed up. I did it, I did it, I did it. Got my hands in the air right now, cause I just wanna be here right now. I did it, 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 I I did it.
Diamonds on my neck, new contract, I ain't signed it yet. Private plane flying, so I'm smiling on the jet. I drop hit after hit, that's a domino effect. Cause out here going flat, ain't no stopping it. Pink and blue paper all day like Monopoly. Brand new products, I'm proud of me. Actually came from the bottom, ain't no need in even asking me. Ain't even seen a half of me, and ain't no passing, that's a no-go. Starting to kill a player, starting throwing low blows. I done got good with. I tell the paparazzi get my angle every time they take my photo. Another one.
Stayed down till I came up. I did it, I did it, I did it. 10 toes, another change up. I did it, I did it, I did it. Got my hands in the air right now, cause I just wanna be here right now. I did it, 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 I did it.